Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Pull up in the black Silverado. Stop and get some petrol to hit the metro at full throttle. Now we in the Mecca bottle. Neck about a 30-second intersection. Look across the intersection where the bomb we see surround flexing. In the city, we post up that sticky note. You can smell it again. The hickory smoke. It's KRT, folks, and we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Knicks about to open up a candle of bath. The burner cooking with gas. Big cat alley digging through your tape track. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash to make a splash. Let them fools moving too slow before the pregame show. So here was on tap with the starting 5-1, the entry for key mentor with a slew of facts. Go salute to the fam in the chat. When the rack with your man them. The brand in front of the camera, there's a picture. Caption snap back to the cap. We Knicks dripping. This real talk, you know we put the description. The OG, older than Ananobi, who colder than me and my man Brody. Join Adobe on the low, we be on your fire team, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. Real talk. Yo, salute everybody. Salute. What's good? We in the building, man. Knicks Real Talk, Divine Shaw Power, the recap. Let's get into this thing, man. Talk about the game from the past night and all that good stuff, man. So I'm glad to be here with everybody. I hope everybody had a good Sunday, a nice People's Sunday and all that good stuff. Y'all ready to get in here, get it pop with us, man. So let me bring my brother, the partner in crime in the building with me, and we can get it pop. And Shaw Power was good, my man.
Chad, let's get it.
Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Utah Jazz 121, Knicks 106 last night, ladies and gentlemen. We went down there and laid an egg last night, man. We didn't really bring our A game to the floor the other night, and it reared its ugly head. And the Utah Jazz went in there and did what they had to do, and they prevailed on their home court and beat us. Like I said, so was a disappointing game from a various standpoint, but overall they put some effort in, but it wasn't enough because they didn't have enough firepower to do what they do on the offense side of the ball, and defense wasn't playing at its best. You know, we had some bright spots here and there, man, but overall it just was a minus game for me. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure it revealed itself in the plus minuses anyway, but it was really one of those games, Sharp Powers, that the Knicks just didn't come and play the way they needed to play, and I think it showed improve.
Yeah, this is what you see when the offense is not really popping. You know what I mean? This is they had a lot of missed shots, and they were good shots. A lot of them was good shots. Some of them they was rushing some shots, coming down, checking it up, but a lot of those shots were shots that they usually take, and they missed them. So you know, this game here was perfect setting for our second unit that soon will be coming. You know what I mean? The Mitchell Robinsons, the Preston Chewers, the Deuce McBrides, the Cameron Payne, the maybe Shamuth, maybe Pattier, or whosoever is going to be in that small forward position is going to play some great defense. That's what we're going to need the second unit for a game like this, because when we don't have our offense going, these guys in the second unit will help us out on defense tremendously. Yesterday, me and you was talking, I texting you back and forth, and they were penetrating to the hole. They were going to the hole a lot. They scored a lot of their baskets. They scored a lot of threes too, but they scored a lot of baskets going to the hole because of the hoopla of how they play and how the Knicks play about the middle situation.
Yeah, real talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shop.
No. That's the and just that they need to, you know, it's something that happened, and you know, that's pretty much all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Real talk, man. It was just all around. You can't say it no other way, and it revealed itself in the box score and everything. They wanted it more than us. I think we kind of, you know, like I said, 1 to 3 shots wasn't falling. You know, the Knicks just couldn't really combat what they was doing. I mean, them cats shot 55 from downtown. You know what I mean? So Colin Sexton was in his bag and all that good stuff, man. So overall, the Walker Kessler effect was in effect. I'll talk about that later on as well. But no stops, no 3-point shots, and that's what the theme of the night is for me. Is like no shots, no 3-point shots, no stops. And that's what happened to the Knicks. So, and like you said, they had some good wide open looks. They didn't knock them down. I get it. You know what I mean? We can't win them all, but that's one that I thought we fought hard to get back to within 2 points, and then I just think that.
They fell out of gas, man. They just ran. They fought so hard to get back there. When you seen it in the middle and that time, right before the timeout campaign was sitting over there, he was like, he was breathing like that. I was like, man, they fought back well, man, but they didn't have nobody else to come in that was performing. That's the bottom line. This is coming back to this second unit. A lot of people are saying, oh, the Knicks can't do this again. That second unit is going to help. You got Deuce McBride, that's a defensive guy that can shoot the three-pointer. You got a Cameron Payne that played an excellent game yesterday. Excellent game. Got us back into the battle, knocking down them left-handed, weird-looking three-point shots, knocking them down. And Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? Those are guys. Those are your defensive guys, and your wing. If it is Shamif, which can play very good defense, he also can shoot the basketball as well. And Precious not a slouch in the corners. I think he's about 35, 36% from in the corners. So that's what we missed last night. The help.
Yeah, yep, real talk, man. We missed the help and we missed shots.
Much. We missed a lot of shots.
A lot of shots, ladies and gentlemen. We left a lot of shots out there. Like I said, we get into that in a few seconds. But overall, not making no excuses. Jazz played hard. We played hard, but we needed to play harder because of the way the offense wasn't clicking for us. You know what I mean? And that happens, man. It happens. It'd be some nights where you just don't got it. The ball not going in a hole. And that was one of the nights. Shot powers. The ball just didn't go in the hole. They had some good shots. And then once your offense start not performing, then the defense starts to get tired. Because now you got to work harder to stay in the game because you're not scoring. And I think it caught up to the Knicks. Because they were so busy trying to stay in the game defensively because their offense wasn't popping. So, and I think that's where the energy started burning out on the other side. But I'm not making no excuses because they played a hell of a basketball game in Utah. And I think I had said it earlier in the show the other day. I was like, that's not your average 3-12 team right there. It's not your average 3-12 team. That's why I wanted to make sure we understood that before we went on the game. Like, listen, these guys got talent down there, man. And sure enough, they did. Shot power. They went out there. They showed and proved. And it's just one of them things, man. And so I'm not worried about it. It's a loss. We're gonna lose plenty more games this season. Not many more. We're gonna lose some more games this season, ladies and gentlemen. So, but for tonight game, the way we lost and why we lost, definitely was the 3-point shooting, and that contributed to our defense being able to overexert itself trying to stay in the game because our offense wasn't popping. So I really think that was a really big thing for us last night. Last night. But I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. But tonight, if we look at the box scores right quick, I just wanted to point out some things, man, because it was pretty interesting to me. Shot powers on the box score thing from last night with this right here was. If you look at the numbers overall, pardon me, Mikal Bridges, 33 minutes, 3 for 15, 1 for 7. He had a terrible night. But he was only a -1. This was so crazy. Anunoby had 36 minutes, 10 for 19, 7 for 12 from downtown. He was lighting it up. He had 3 rebounds, but he was a -7. So Mikal didn't have a good game from a number standpoint, but he was a lesser minus than my man Anunoby was. So I think that had to do with marketing getting 34 or whoever they was guarding. You know what I mean? Carl Towns played 39 minutes. He had an off night from the field. He had 16 rebounds, though he did contribute to that area. But he was a -34. He just couldn't really do too much. Even though he put the effort.
Is that sorry, Devon, I'm sorry. Is Mikal Bridges minutes 13 minutes?
33.
Oh, 33.
Yeah, Tibbs set him to down in the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson had 37 minutes, 8 for 19, 2 for 9 for downtown. He had 8 assists, but he was -15, 23 points. Not a Jalen Brunson game whatsoever. But every starter was, even Josh Hart, who had a pretty decent game, but he could. John Collins made his plus minus -37. You know what I mean? The John Collins was in his bag. You know what I mean? So if your defense is faltering like the way it did last night, and your offense is struggling, the Knicks shot 39% from the floor, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. 33% from the 3-point line, way under league average. They shot well from the charity stripe. And if you look at the other hand, look at the starters over there on the other side of the ball. Utah Jazz, John Collins with a +3, 20 points, 13 rebounds. Laurie Marketing with, oh my God, +30, 34 points. Kessler he had a good game, man. 35 minutes, 5 for 8 from the field, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, +34. He was, like I said, the Kessler effect was in effect last night, man. And obviously, Keon George had a pretty good game as well. Not so much from a scoring standpoint, but he made it hard on Jalen Brunson a little bit that game. And he got to give him his flowers. Everybody else was in the mind except for the guys who came in a little later on. And my man, what's his name? I think he could shoot that ball pretty good for them guys. Let me get it right. 12 points. Yeah, Johnny Zhang, whatever. But he was pretty good. So overall, they shot. Look at their numbers though. 50% from the floor, 55 from downtown. That's what we lost the game at. So we just got to get back at it, shot powers, and wash that game away and try to get back to what we do, because that definitely was one of them things was where we should have, I would say fought harder. We didn't have the bodies to do what we need to do. And salute about that Patty for 3 minutes, played some of the best defense I've seen Nick play all year. Real talk. That was crazy. He was on college section for 3 minutes. I mean, he was locked in. I was like, dude, you probably should have took Michaela and kept him in there. You know what I mean? Because he was doing the damn thing. So salute to Patty. He just was on the defense side of the ball. He only played 3 minutes. He had no points, no nothing, but he was a -2. But that time he played. That defense on college section was pretty impressive to keep staying in front of somebody like that who that fast, quick like that. So salute to him. But I think so, Nick, man. I think he got a shot to make that roster, shot power, that rotation. And Shannon get back. I mean, he just keep playing like that. And you never know, man.
That's the spot we missing right there, Divine. That position. And he fits in perfect. He like 6 and 8, 7, 8, 9. He could play defense. He could shoot the 3 a little bit. A little bit more minutes might help him out. You know what I mean? He's still a rookie, and he's young, but he got the skill sets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his advantage he got over a lot of I say even though he's 18, he's a rookie, but he's an overseas rookie. He was playing pro ball. He's not one who kept coming out of college here. He's over there playing pro style basketball. I don't know what division, the level of the league he was playing in over that way. But he was playing in usually over there. A lot of them cats start playing in the league. Like Luka turned pro at 16. You know what I mean? And you can see like you look at some of the guys who wreak havoc in the NBA. A lot of them European boys getting down. Daddy might be one of them dudes. Some make it, some don't. But a lot of them, they out there doing the damn thing. So let's hope that he can continue in the mold of them guys, man. Because he got the right size. He got the defense effort. He played on the defense side of the ball. Patty be there, playing hard on the defense. He got a shot. He got a little, how do I say? I'm looking for the right word. He's pretty agile in a sense, whereas for a 6'8" dude, he moves pretty well.
Yep.
So anyway, his little 3 minutes was impressive to me. I can say all that, but for the big guys, it's just one of them guys. We got to just chalk it up, ladies and gentlemen, to one of them things where them guys had the size down there. They was in front of the ball, and I think Colin Sexton was just getting loose. And then Marketing started getting hot. And he had, to me, I didn't even see 34 for Marketing, but he had it. You know what I mean? I didn't even notice the 34 from Marketing, but he had it because,
knocking them 3 down. He was knocking them 3s down.
Let me ask you a question. And though I know this wrong, but I can see why a lot of people in the chat and other people say why I would love to see Cat and Mitchell Robinson in the game a few times. Because that was literally like Kessler and Marketing. A 7-footer stretching with a big man down there holding that shit down. That shit was – so I could see the Knicks doing that in spurts. Let Mitchell Robinson and Cat go and slide Cat to the 4 for a minute. At least a couple of minutes a game to keep him from banging down in the middle or whatever. And because they worked out with them guys last night. Kessler was disruptive, man. I was telling Shop Powell earlier, he was like Mark Eaton back in the day, just disruptive down there. Big ass body, just in front of everything. I see why the Knicks wanted him. You know what? And that suit the Walt Perry and all the guys who got them connections like that, man. But I see why the Knicks want Walker Kessler. I really do. He's just in the way. He's in the way. That's all I can say, Charlie. He's in the way. So and he's blocked shots, is active around the rim. Even though he's not blocking them, he's doing what Mitchell Roberts do. He's altering them or changing them or whatever the case may be. So salute to my man. Real talk. He definitely was getting it popping. D Cool, what's good, my man? Good to see you. Salute everybody in chat, man. Nick 100, D Cool, nostalgic. Nick, like I said, Nick 100, D Rob, salute G Money, everybody. Darren, salute to the chat, man. That's where it's at. But yeah, it was a tough game, man. We lost it, but we move on to the next. But like I said, with some good things, some bad. It was more negative than positive. But and it revealed that in the plus minus shot powers.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a positive out of the game, that ended that third quarter, the mid third quarter, when they went on the 17-0 run, it consisted of defense and great offense. You know what I mean? So if we could see that more frequent, you know what I mean, especially when these guys come back, man, I'm telling you, if I seen some in a couple of chats, maybe it was the altitude over there. They starting to get up in the mountains now and all that. Maybe it's the altitude over there. The next game is going to be even mile high, so maybe it's the altitude in that area of the United States. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got to do something better, man. I mean, I thought that we would see. Well, hopefully, we'll still see Deuce back and Precious back on this road trip. I hope to see those two guys back. We need them back so bad, so bad.
Yeah, Jay, we was hyped, man. I remain hyped, but it was a little disappointing to lose the game and everything like that. But I'm quite sure we lose 10 or 15 more before the season over. So that's the hard part about this thing. Cause we want Knicks to win every game, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not going to happen. Ain't nobody in the NBA going to win every game. So it's just that games like this here, it puts you in a different state of mind. But it's only one game. We'll bounce back. That's the Knicks. That's how we like Stan said. Stan said, have a short memory. Facts, Stan. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's make that memory short, man. It's all just one game. We're gonna have some more hiccups here or there, but at the end of the road, we just gotta continue learning every day, learning off of losing, learning off of winning, and learn off your mistakes and try to come out the next night or next game and rectify what you did wrong and get back at it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what the Knicks gonna do. And just another day at the office, ladies and gentlemen. And you just had a bad day at the office, and they just got to get back at it. And I think they will. This is a good responsibility. They'll bounce back. They got their handful. Like I told Shaw Powell, it was interesting because I was like, Shaw Powell, we go 4-1 on the West Coast trip. I mean, on the West Coast trip, whatever. I'll be happy. We go 3-2, I'll be okay. So and that's where I was at with it before we left on the coast. I take 4-1. I love 4-1, but I'll take 3-2, knowing that we injured like a lot of other teams are. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to try to respond against Denver tomorrow night. Which would be a fun game. All that superior talent they got down there. So we'll see how it goes. But for the game tonight, the last night, I was into it, man. I was into it, but then I started seeing at the beginning of the first quarter when I see them bricks falling. I'm like, we're gonna be like this night. It's gonna be a long night. The Knicks were trying to build enough. They were building what I say apartment buildings last night, brick by brick. They were building apartment buildings last night. So it definitely wasn't doing nothing good on that shooting percentage. 39% from the floor. Can't have it, obviously. But get the Utah Jazz they play hard, man. They play hard, and having Kessler back after 6 games, you can see why they probably with the way they are. Just like when they didn't have KD for a certain amount of games, they was 9-1 to KD got hurt. Now you can see they are the way they are. Well, and that's how we got to look at the Knicks. Without certain players, that's how we are. So for a minute, but I think it was good shot powers. Just overall, we just got to get back at it for sure.
Yeah, we need some guys back now. You know what I mean? And it's not. It was just a game. You know what I mean? 4 for 25 between Brunson, Bridges, and Cat. That's not normal. You know what I mean? That's not a normal ratio for those guys right there. And I mean, we're more used to seeing them shooting you know, 15, 14 for 25, you know what I mean, between those three guys. I mean, 3 or 4 apiece from those guys. So it was just an off night shooting. And Kessler made it hard driving to the hole. You know what I mean? So, you know, we started trying to go to the hole. Kessler, they start blocking shots and altering shots and making it hard down there. So we tried to revert to the shooting the 3-point shot. It wasn't there that night, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? We live again to for another day. You know what I mean? This is a learning experience. We know next time we go to, I don't know, that we playing them in that arena, man. I seen some stats. I think in the last, it was 2 and 9, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we can't win that often. So let's chip it up as one of those games of the year that, this is a throw-up game right here, because one thing that we have done well so far this season is bounce back games, and I think we're going to have I'm hoping for a bounce back game from these guys, and I'm at least hoping to see Deuce McBride back tomorrow too, man. We need a little bit more help to substitute these guys in the starting unit. You know what I mean? Payne, like I said, Payne played phenomenal yesterday. If anybody thought Payne was a throw-in or something like that, or we just got him for whatever, a bag of donuts, or we got him for a bag of donuts with some garlic knots and some hamburger meat and all the rest of the stuff that you could put in the oven and cook up with that.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, I was saying the same thing earlier, Jay. That now you see why the Knicks want to Walker Kessler. And like we said, he's that damn telephone pole in front of that block we might run into, or you got to go around or whatever. I can't say that enough. He altered the game. He literally altered the game, because if your 3-point shot ain't falling and you can't get down there and mess with him, you know, and the other guys as well, but primarily him, that's what happens. A good one, Stan says that we miss Frazier and Bream.
That's what it really was, right? That's what it really was.
Yeah, that's all good right there. Yeah, for real. But yeah, man.
I don't know who that other dude was with old point guard. I don't know who the heck he was. He started sounding like he was from over there or something like that. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, why? You know what? I'm interested that you said that, because you know why? Jericho Sims was a plus 19. He was the best. He was the best dude out there. Everybody was in the minors. Jericho Sims was a plus 19.
And his big minutes where he made his pluses was that 17-point run that they did. You know what I mean? He was a big part of that, altering shots, keep jumping, keep trying to rebound, offensive rebounding, defensive boards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. He was definitely doing the damn thing, man. I know, and sometimes it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I understand you got to put the big time players in there. But man, that dude, he was like earning them minutes. When him and Daddy A was in there, they would get that lead shrimp, because they were playing some hard defense. They was up in them dudes, man. You know what I mean? I was like, he was up in Colin Sexton, like, you ain't scoring on me, you know. And then when they took him out and they put Jalen Brunson back in, they fought though. I get it. They got to do it because that's their firepower. I do get it, but you know, it's one game, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we 9-7. The team we playing tomorrow with the Denver Nuggets is 9-6. I mean, you know, and so you know, we just gotta don't get too caught up in all the feelings and emotion, knowing that it's a long season, man. It's a long season, and we're gonna go through some peaks and valleys up in this piece. We really are, because that's a longer season. But other than that, man, you know, it just was one of the games where you wanted the guys to really to go in there and get it done, man. But like I said, that Walker Kessler effect, that's why we talk about it. I meant to put up there quickly. That what it was about. That's just what it was about. The Walker Kessler effect. The motherfucker was in there disruptive. But shout out to my man, word is born, OG Anunoby. Shout out OG Anunoby, ladies and gentlemen. That young man is playing some basketball for the New York Knicks. Real talk. He is getting it in. I'm like, okay. You know, like y'all guys said earlier in the show, y'all hate to see the man to keep bouncing on the floor and all that, but man, he was getting this thing done. That cat went 36 minutes, 10 for 19. That's over 50%. He shot 7 for 12. That got to be around, what, 60%? 60%? That is for 70 on the floor from the 3-point line. He was knocking them joints down. If that's any indication how he gonna play the rest of the year, we'll be okay, my man. I'm telling you, it has been you're right. Travel Bias, he's been consistent all year, my man. And that's why I'm not even mad at Cat last night. Cat been doing a damn thing, so you know he deserved to have one off. He been at one time it was Cat and OG Anunoby carrying the Knicks. You know what I mean? But and now to see Cat have an off game offensively, but to see Anunoby doing what he doing, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. That Cat is doing it, man. So we got to make sure the Cat he stay in the fold and stay healthy and all that shot powers. But Walker Kessler definitely was the one that, to me, turned that game the way it went in our 3-point shooting. And obviously, my man Ron was good. Ron, 100% on that one, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be all right. But when you live by it till you die, boy, that's real talk right there, man. Hey, Ron, that even made it so bad where they couldn't hit it. If my man wouldn't let him score in the middle. I'm like, it was like, damn, you get shot in the foot from both angles. They couldn't knock him down from out there. And my man Walker Kessler wouldn't let him get too much in the paint. He clogged that paint up so good that he forced him to shoot out there. And you just got to give them their flowers, man. They real talk. They did that. Ron, but salute to Ron, everybody. I know we got a man in the building, Mr. Still Knicks fan all day, every day. Salute to my brother Ron, man. Real talk. But yeah, man, we just got to truck it off as a one loss for the season, another loss under the other 6 that we have now. We at 9-7. Like I said, Denver at 9-6. So we got to not worry too much and make some adjustments. And hopefully, Nick 100, if Tibbs acknowledge that if that they are ready and give him a chance to play. Tibbs, I think Tibbs right now, until we get injured, gotta definitely let them guys play a little more. But it's so hard when Jericho Sims playing the way he playing. And but I do think Daddy in fairness to Tibbs, he had Kolek out there for a minute, Shop Powers.
He's starting to trust him. He's starting to play a little bit better defense. Okay. He's moving around. He's not playing a lot of minutes, but he is putting them in for 3, 5, 7 minutes, for the night or something like that. I don't remember how many minutes he had last night, but he had about 3/4 minute sprint so Brunson could get a breather, a TV timeout plus a timeout. Gave him about 4.5, 5 minutes. So he came in and did what he needed to do. He kept his feet moving side to side. He kept his hands up, and he kept moving on offense. So he did what he needed to do. He's getting better. Tibbs is letting him in. I think he's starting. He might be brushing up on that circle of trust. So Tibbs.
Yeah. It's so tough about that because, like you said, when Deuce and Bride get back, when Pressure Chua get back, I mean, these guys,
right. Even Sims, we're talking about Sims playing, he's starting to look okay to me. I mean, he's doing what he should do for a backup center, maybe a little bit more offense. But last night he had a big throwdown last night too. But once Mitch gets back, Sims is 12th man again. He back on the bench. He 12th man. So that's all that is. He 12th man on the bench. Once Mitch get back, he might not even see. Well, he may see a little bit of time with Precious coming back. I still think Tibbs would start to experiment with that 10-man rotation with Precious and Sims in the backcourt. So I think he may still work that out, especially if they end up letting 4-pop Pat-Man play that small forward position. But Kolek ain't gonna see much time unless we in blowouts.
Yep, real talk, man. I tell you, listen. Let me just do this right quick. Jay, I got you, my brother. Hold that thought for me. Well, listen, I'll bring him in now. But like we used to do, our theme for last year, ladies and gentlemen, was "We Outside." But there you go, right there. We outside. Jay Chosen. We outside. What's good, Jay?
We outside. You hear me all right?
Yeah, I hear you, my brother.
You hear? Oh my God. We jumped out the window from the 15th floor the other day. My God, that was crazy. 130, 100, 150 to 101.
It was vice versa. It was definitely vice versa.
We're not really even talking about Kessler. What's his face played good too.
Collins.
The other, Sexton.
Sexton
played off the charts. Mm-hmm. Yep. And and marketing. You know, the two big guys in the middle play. I mean, and then Kessler's like he ain't even a telephone pole like the one behind me. He's like he, to give the pun, he's like a whole block. He's like a whole building right in front of you. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. He's a handful, man. I see why the Knicks wanted that dude. I got no problem. He just was just Knicks last night to me, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Powell and them. The Knicks brought out they if you talk about any trade that you're working in the trade craftsman, they brought out their brick. Knicks brought out all their brick makers. They brick makers was out there last night, and they was throwing up some bricks. Like, yo, this is crazy. Jay, you're a little loud, but I think I can still hear you, but you're pretty loud. But yeah, Shop Powell, they brought some brick masons up in the building last night because the Knicks wasn't hitting nothing, bro. They were laying bricks all over the place. They could have, like I said earlier, they could have built another building last night, man. Them wasn't doing it, but like I said, it happens. You know, it does happen, and it's the NBA. Nobody's perfect, and we just didn't have a good game last night. That was we wanted to grade that game for me last night. I'm definitely putting that game in a D category. I'm definitely putting that in the D category. I don't think they failed. The reason why I'm not putting them an F grade because they did one thing the Knicks never cheat on is effort. They got that shit down to 2 points. They just couldn't get past that 2. You know, for some reason the energies couldn't get them past that 2 point when they cut it all the way down there. So you give them credit for staying in the game, fighting and competing. That's what you want to see when your team still try to win the game, and they tried to get over the hump shot.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. You know, we shot 17 for 52, 51, 52 shots. Yeah, 51, you know what I mean? That's it in a nutshell, you know what I mean? And usually we have, I mean, just look at it. Last game we shot what, 50% from three-point land, 50% from the field goal percentage. You know what I mean? We had good last game, we had good stats. I mean, this game we didn't. You know what I mean? The number game, you know what I mean? If you would have filled it, we shot 33%, 33% last night against them. So that's what put us where we were. If we'd have shot 36, 37, 38, we would have been either closer to where they were or maybe even took the lead because we maybe had took their hard too. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah, hey Jay, quick now. You know what's interesting to me, Shop Powers? We know Phoenix is probably a better team than them, right? But here's the difference. They had Devin Booker go off, and we had enough to combat Devin Booker. But see, last night, Marketing went off, Collins went off, Jackson went off. You see what I'm saying? So against Phoenix, which is a better team than them dudes, but we had one guy that
well, you know,
4 dudes get off last night. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, is the mic lower now? I was holding it closer to my face because I was outside. Is that better?
I mean, it's loud.
The mic is better.
Your mic is better though. Yeah, you good.
It's that the background sound. When you talk, just unmute yourself, and when you're not talking, just mute yourself.
I started doing that already. Yeah, I started doing that already. Yeah. Listen, it was the first game that Cat didn't hit a 3. Okay, he was 0 for 7. All right, so we got to start there. That's the first start, right? So no one was hitting. It felt like the travel kind of like took a little bit out of us. I don't want to make no excuses for them because the Suns, they are a better team, but they're a smaller team.
That's right.
They're a smaller team. It really exposed what Cat the need for he was 0 for 7 and I looked it up twice, but if he hit one, he hit one. He's been hitting a lot more than one.
1 for 9.
0 for 9.
1 for 9.
1 for 9. Okay, so the one I missed must have been the one that I blinked. Either way, we were so inefficient. They played well, but we played poor, right? So it's not just we played well, they played better. Mm-mm. They played great, and we didn't play the way we could play. It exposed a lot of problems for our bench, and the fact that we don't have the bench deep enough yet to or good enough yet to be completely real. Let's be honest. To come in and to get 4 minutes, 14 minutes. You know what I mean? Like 10 minutes. You know, you need that. That's the type of stuff you really, really need. Uh, um. Oh yes, you're right. Okay, you're right. I'm reading that. You're 100% right. So, but either way, 16 and 16 is usually a good night. You know, that type of thing is a nice number, but that sounds more like a Josh Hart number. You know, we need to see a little bit more, and he was being shut down by a bigger man, and that type of stuff. It is scary. We watched it now a handful of times. We're a team that is, and I've been applauding the Knicks because usually back in the days we would play down to the competition that was lower than us, and then play up to the competition that we needed to. But last night and any other night that big men are in that a team has one or more big men, it causes us issues. It really caused us a lot of issues. Not every single time, and not every time we're going to have a horrendous shooting night, which we did. It was a horrendous shooting night. I agree with you also, Divine. OG right now is looking like he's worth every penny.
Yeah, man.
Every penny.
He playing. Yeah, he playing. He
Yeah.
playing hard, man. He going hard for the Knicks. And I just think that it's good to see that, man. But like I said, the Kessler effect was in effect last night. Like I said, no 3-point shot, no defense stops. That's the game. You know what I mean? And it's all good. It's just one game under the column. And like I said, the guys, ladies and gentlemen, I want to put this up there right quick just to let you know why I don't know. We just never had to worry about panic mode, ladies and gentlemen, because if you look at right now, let's go to the Eastern Conference standings. You can see right there, Cavaliers 16-1, Celtics 13-3. Magic playing good ball without Banchero. They 11-7. We 9-7. Bucks 8-9. They won 4 games in a row. They starting to find their groove. The Heat won 1 game. They at the 6th spot now. Hawks lost 2. Bulls lost 1. Here go the thing, man. The Indiana Pacers lost 3 games in a row, ladies and gentlemen. 3 games in a row, and they 6-10. That's why I'm not worried about it. They just beat us. They beat us, and we beat them as well. But it's not really a panic thing because it's just so early in the season. Then you look over in the Western Conference, Warriors. I can't believe how good they playing ball this year. I ain't think they were gonna be this good. Warriors 12-4, Thunder 12-4, Rockets 12-6, Lakers 10-6, Nuggets. We play tomorrow. We 9-7. They 9-6. See what I'm saying, Shot Powers? And they got Joker and everybody. It's just too early to really to let this stuff get too crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we had a bad game. That's all it is. That don't define our whole season. You know what I mean? It can't define your whole season because you still got so many games to go. But that, we don't want our season to be in the indication of what happened last night. We just can't allow that to happen. Anybody can have a bad night in life. I don't care what day it is, what sport it is, what way life is. Some nights you're gonna run into a problem, and they ran into a problem last night. And and that's pretty much what it boiled down to. But other than that, look at the Minnesota Timberwolves. We 9-7, they 8-7. The Mavericks 9-7, and that's the West. Though I do get it. That's probably a dominant conference over there. But at least in our conference, only 4 teams is over 500. We one of them. Over there, you got like how many teams over 500? All the way down to the 12th spot. You got 12 teams over 500. 11 teams that's over 500 in the West. And you got 4 teams over 500 in the East. Oh, 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. No, 4 teams, excuse me. So that let you know that we just gotta, get back to what we do and don't worry about it too much. And go ahead and chalk that game up because it's gonna be a hard one tomorrow. Because like I said, they got all that Hall of Fame talent over there, especially Jokic and Russell Westbrook. The way Jamal Murray played basketball, he might wind up there. They got who else they brought? There's some veteran guy they brought there too. A couple of good guys they brought there to make a run with. So all I say is it'll be another hard game tomorrow, but we just got to go play. Just go play and do what we do, and try to hit the 3-point shots a little more. One thing tomorrow don't bother me much as it did last night. Like Jokic is not a dominant interior presence on the defense side of the ball. So I do think that it might be a little different from a ability to score. They don't have one of them teams where they're gonna lock you down. That So I'm not too worried because Michael Porter Jr. is not a great defender. Murray's not a great defender. Braun is not a great defender. I mean, they defend, but I'm not worried about their defense as much as I was last night. You know what I mean? And so let's see if we can find a way to, let this loss get on by and get to the next one. And I like our chances tomorrow for sure. And I know we'll talk about it on the pregame tomorrow. But listen, let me bring my man in the building, G Money. G Money, what's good, my man? Good to see you. Welcome to talk, man. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? By the way, I have a new number, so it's in the private chat if you want it.
Okay.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Man, the Jazz sung a tune last game. Man, the Jazz.
Hold up, G Money. Hold up, G Money. Hold up. G Money, hold up. You didn't come in. What's crack-a-lack in my crack? How you know how you start off?
Oh, usually what's chicken and bacon, cool cast? Yeah.
What's going
chicken and
on?
bacon, cool cast?
Yeah,
what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
He wasn't not steak and bacon last night.
He's feeling that yesterday, and that's what happened.
What's chicken and bacon? Yeah, that is my awesome catchphrase. What's chicken and bacon? Well, the Jazz were shaking and baking the Knicks last night. I mean, man, I'm still peace, everyone. I mean, we just got to just bounce back, rebound the ball like we did during that 4-game hot winning streak. We just got to just rebound the ball, get into the passing lanes, get into the rack, shoot smart threes. Because 51 3-ball attempts, aye. We got to stop shooting crazy threes. Just use the mid-range shot, rebound the ball, and we're good. And the guy that we have to watch out more tomorrow, for me, is Michael Porter. To me, we got to watch out for Michael Porter tomorrow. Joker's going to be Joker. I think I got to watch out for Michael Porter tomorrow. What do you think?
Yeah. Porter's a handful offensively, man. Gifted scorer. You know, obviously he can light it up from one of the better strokes in the game when it's on. I mean, that cat can really put that ball in the hole when he's shooting right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's another guy.
He can fly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? You're gonna go see two of the best centers in the game, these top 5 anyway, and go at it tomorrow. That's gonna be very interesting. You know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to it. I know we're gonna break it all down tomorrow on a pregame show. But I'm really looking forward to it too. But I think it might be from a talent standpoint a little tougher. But I think their defense is not
New York
sound.
needs more talent.
Yeah. We just got to get healthy, man. We really need. You know what? And I say all that to say because the same thing we always try to talk about on this show is that the same thing Walker Kessler did to us last night. That's why we need Mitch on that bench. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why the Knicks is not their defense numbers is where they are, because Mitchell Robinson can do the things Kessler do. You know what I mean? And him being on that bench, and coming off that bench every now and then not only that, you can every now and then throw him in there with Cat and throw Cat at the floor for 5 minutes. You ain't got to be the whole game. Throw him out there for 5 minutes. Him and Mitch on the floor together. Then you can have that same Laurie Marketing and Kessler situation going on. You know what I mean? So I just think that we just got to get healthy, man. You get healthy, and I think you might see some things like that. Jay Chosen, it's just that, like I said, no matter how good your team is, and prime example, us in the playoffs last year, you ain't healthy, you ain't got enough horses to go to the fight with. You can't get further without them horses. So we just got to get some horses back, man. I'm still happy with this thing, man. It's just that last night we ran into a team that wasn't having it, and we wasn't making them. You know what I mean, Jay Cho? That's what it seems like.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Let me tell you something. We were talking about for like 4 hours yesterday, John. We were talking about, maybe in the fourth quarter we bring in Mitch and Cat, for that defense, or maybe when it's necessary. Last night was a perfect example why you need a defensive center and why Cat could switch over to the 4. I really think that getting somebody back and doing a maneuver like that bolsters our bench even better too, because then you're going to have to take one of these starters and put them on the bench. So when they come back off the bench, they're going to be ready to roll. They're going to be hotter, a little more healthy. And the bench will be a little stronger, But you know what? One thought I have, and I'm going to be zipping around, so I don't want to mic and unmic and do all this stuff. I want to definitely hear it. And if I get back on when you're still on, that'd be great. But what I want to say real quick is, it was said in some other thing. I'm going to say this. Sometimes you need to get punched in the mouth to get back up and to know, okay, I can't beat everybody, but I can beat them if I prep. And if I prep and I know his move, oh, he's coming with the overhand right. He's coming with that left hook. Let me prep for that. And I think it is a perfect time. It just dawned on me right now. Going into a game with a championship team like Denver, it would be the best time in the world to get punched in the mouth and say, okay, we ain't gonna let that go down again. They're gonna go in the building. I hope they go into the building with that attitude, like, this didn't feel good. I don't want this to happen no more. We're gonna do what we need to do. If that makes sense, and you know what I'm saying. So
it does, man. Sometimes you got to get down before you get up. You know what I mean? You gotta get under before you go over. You know what I mean? So yeah, you 100%, man. And games like that, Sharp Powell and G Money, and I'll pass it to you guys, is the reason why you have professional guys like the guys we have. You best believe the Knicks will respond, whether they win or not. They will respond. You know what I mean? They will respond. Now I can really say that about that team. They will respond tomorrow. Which way the game go, it remains to be seen. But I think they will bounce back and respond. But like Jay Chosen said, sometimes you got to get knocked down to get up, man. Take 2 steps back to take a step ahead, whatever. Or take a step back to take 2 steps ahead, excuse me. But you know, and hopefully that happens tomorrow. They find a way to say this was one of them bad losses. We got don't even worry about it. This game is over. It ain't gonna define our season, but we gotta be better at better than we were yesterday. We just gotta be better than we were yesterday. And let's see if they can do it. G Money, if they can do that, then they'd be good.
Yeah, that's true. Just respond, rebound the ball, and also play with effort, play with guts. So don't play with your food. Because we know with the Knicks, I know we're 9-7, which is a good record. At the same time, not to sound negative, I cannot ignore the fact that we lost to the Hawks, Pacers, Bulls, and the Jazz. We got to stop playing with our food. So don't play with your food. And I know we have injuries. Let's be fair. The Nugs have injuries. They don't have Aaron Gordon, so they don't have a starter. So we just got to take advantage of Payne Watts, attack him on drives, get Joker in foul trouble, get Porter in foul trouble, and, you know, just – if I'm New York, here's my game plan. Trap Michael Porter because he can't pass gas, and also trap Jamal Murray. Simple as that. And also, this may sound a little bit crazy. Let Joker go off because if Joker goes off, it takes less buckets away from Porter, Murray, Russ, etc. So let Joker go nuts and shut the other guys down. That's what I would do if I'm the Knicks. And trap Michael Porter and Jamal Murray.
Yeah, real talk. It's gonna be they got hey, no pun intended, but they got a big task at hand, my man. So yeah, but Sharp Powers, you know, after that game, I'm not too worried about the Knicks at all. Like I said, just one game out of we probably lose 10, 15 more before the season over. You know, obviously, you know what I mean. And there's nobody. Only one I can say in that realm right now is the Cavaliers, and they're gonna lose some eventually as well. But we just gotta, you know, just keep doing what we do, man. Just play Knicks basketball and take it as a learning lesson and move on to the next. You know, like we always say, move on to the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this applies to this right here. Just move on to the next. Be better than you were the other day. And I think now I really truly say this. I guarantee you our big two respond tomorrow. I can tell you that much. I bet you Jalen Brunson respond tomorrow. They will respond. And that's just the character of the guy they are and the team that we have. Them guys are really good character dudes on that team we got in New York. So they will respond tomorrow. And I think they'll bounce back and have a good game. You know what I mean? They're going to need it against that team anyway. But I do trust and believe that this team is built for that. I think they respond, Sharp Howard. I think you see Jalen Brunson get it off tomorrow.
Yeah, they're you know, it's just one game. You know what I mean? That's like I said, the game prior to this, we shot 50%. We shot like 50% from the field, 50% from like 50% from 3-point land. We were knocking down our free throws. We out rebounded the last team. So and games in the run that we just had, we've been doing a lot of that. Mm-hmm. I mean, this was just a game that they just ran out of energy. They got it down to 2, and the next 3 shots that they shot, look, they're always short. They're always short shots. None of them was all short shots, and it happens. And I mean, they ran their energy low. They ran out of gas. You know what I mean? And it happens. And like I said, the New York Knicks is a great bounce back team. I mean, so far this year, from some of the losses that they have bounced back in big ways. And I'm hopefully, like you said, Divine, I think they're going to bounce back. Not saying that they're going to win, but they're going to play a better game than they played this game. You know what I mean? That's what I'm shooting for. You know what I mean? I think I want them to win. Of course, I'm going to say tomorrow my prediction is probably going to have them winning after I watch some homework and do all that other stuff. But the best thing for them to do is to play up to this team. Even if you do take a loss, take an L against this team, this team. I want to I want this team to be 2, 3, 4 point game. Oh man, then we could have had that game. Then 30-point game, and I'm sitting back in the end of third quarter, going to fourth quarter like that. I got to watch this next 12 minutes because the team the New York Knicks have hard. You never know. This team is surprising, like they did the 17-point run. So you got to watch the full game because at any given minute, the Knicks can go off offensively. So that's what I want. I want a better looking game tomorrow.
Hey, Stan. The reason why I left your chat up so long when he said it was the throwback jersey, the dudes were going out there looking like Carmelo. I was telling Shaw Powell earlier, I'm like, yo, and my man Walker Kessler was playing like Mark Eaton.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, man.
Mark Eaton, he was big time.
he was clocking on that
and Markkanen looked like this.
What?
And Markkanen looked like the second coming of Gilbert Arenas. And Markkanen, man, he hit all the marks yesterday. Markkanen, the Markkanen marksman is what I call him. He looked like the second coming of Gilbert Arenas mixed with KD, mixed with MJ out there. Wow. And Colin Sexton was scorching from the great beyond.
Yeah, he was knocking him down, bro. I was like, yo, but it's a good thing though. It's a good thing for me because, like I said, when you lose to a team like them, now me and Shaw Power said early before the show, they ain't your average 3-12 team. And they ain't your average 3-12 team. Mm-hmm. They have missed Walker Kessler for 6 games. So can you imagine what he probably even if 6 of them games, they would have won 3 of them. So they would have been around 7 and 7.
I don't know. It's a hypothetical. He wasn't there. Do I have a better chance?
They would have had a better chance, right? So that's to say that's how disruptive he was, but he was disruptive last night for us, Jay Chosen. So it's all good.
Let me tell you something. If my aunt had a dick should be my uncle. Here's the deal. I really think that we should have did whatever. Danny Ainge runs that squad, right? Is that why we ran up against the problem with Kessler, right? Is that the issue?
Mm-hmm.
There's very few centers, right? So the game is completely changed, right? So it's much more of a Euro game. It's much more of a big man. The 3-point is a much bigger deal. I really would have did whatever I could, and people could kill me all they want on this. I really would have did whatever I could to get a player like Kessler. Man, please, over somebody like over Bridges. I would, because you had a choice to throw out those picks, right? Those picks could have went to him. I've been watching Kessler play for a long while. I really believe that he was the answer for us. I thought he was the answer for us. And then Cat came along because you remember we were trying to get Kessler. Cat wasn't even a thought, right? It was Randall and Dante still. But now with Cat, even with Kessler, this kid, remember with that defensively, we're going to play a couple people. And we're going to go far. Listen, the sky's not falling. It's one game. It is what it is. However, we have seen the pattern now against teams that are either fast-paced or bigger than us. Mm-hmm. Especially people who are down low against down low. But, anyway, especially people who are battling in the paint against Cat. Now, we need to figure that out. And we don't know what we're going to get with Mitch, and I keep saying that. Yes, we need him back. That's a guaranteed. But to have somebody like Kessler would have been a big deal. But, again, if was a split, we'd be high. So I'm just saying that we got to work. On 2K, I might go trade Mitch later for Kessler, but I'm just saying, right now we got to work with what we're working with. This is my opinion, just my opinion, right? I would have thrown all those picks and whatever I had to towards somebody like Kessler over somebody like Mikal Bridges. Just in my opinion, because it would have changed a lot of different things. I think even the trade. I love Cat, but if you think about what happened prior to getting Cat, if because they were chasing Kessler first, he was getting chased first, and if you did, you're thinking about a whole different thing. But again, the if part, it's all. You know what? We still have a chance to get him, but tomorrow we won't have him. So we gotta have who we have play to their fullest ability tomorrow. So I'm gonna end mine with that and just listen to y'all because I don't want to. I got I'm stopping and going. I'm rolling on the. I'm chilling out here and my hands are freezing as hell. And listen, I love your show. You know what it is. I love you guys. You guys are brothers, man. So peace. I'm gonna be listening. If you're still on when I stop, I'll hop back on. All right, but
you say
yeah, peace. I threw my math in there, man. Shoot me, man.
I got you.
Yeah, you're all right. Peace, brothers.
Yeah, man. On that note, and things like that. Jay Toto was talking about that. Like you still can remember when you get to December 15th, a lot of things that happen in the NBA. You know what I mean? Once you get that D15 with free agency period, now they get signed with other teams. This team, whether they with Mitch or not, he'll have an impact on no matter what. Just his presence. I don't care if you don't score a damn point, but it's a lot of opportunity for the Knicks to get better. I'm fine with where they at right now. I'm fine with the team we have. I'm good with everything. I don't think this is not that serious, but we just got to get some bodies back up ahead. That's what it really would all boil down to, because believe it or not, you get bodies make a difference. That means if you had extra bodies, these guys don't have to play longer. And some of the guys we had there, like they're not ready to be the guys that we missing. I really believe that. And I'm not saying they won't ever be these guys. They might be better than them guys. But as of right now, they're not. Like them guys are not better than Mitchell Robinson. And Haka Purdy is going to be a good player. But I don't think he'll impact the game on defense the way Rich do. You know what I mean? I trust and believe that. I don't think he'll impact the game like Precious Chua do. But I think that he got enough skill, and as the seasons go on, as he get more familiar with it, he's going to be around. Him and Haka Purdy, Tyler Kolek, and Dottie, I can't say that enough. They're going to be around. Whether with the Knicks or without the Knicks, they're some good, talented players. So let's hope that tomorrow we get in a situation that Tibbs throw him out there. Like I said, he threw Tyler Kolek out there for a minute the last couple of games. He threw Daddy out there for a minute to spark a run, and they did. You know what I mean? And so we got to trust and believe that the Knicks going to do the right thing with this team, Shot Powers and G Money. And just like I said, right now we fourth in the East, 9-7. Listen, you got Bucks 8-9. You got teams who's supposed to be just as dominant as we are, with worse records than us. You know what I mean? So we did the Sixers 3-12. Shit, they got Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Paul. Excuse me, Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah,
and Pacers got Halliburton and all these guys. They 6-10. He don't need to jump off ship or nothing. It's just that we had a bad game, and it's all to it now. Because everybody, and I think Ron pulled it up yesterday on his show the other day. He literally went down the whole NBA with injuries. Ron, then that whole segment, he went through every 30 team and just to see like everybody's injured. So when we beat up a team that don't have their players, somebody else beat them up too. We don't even beat them up. You know what I mean? So and if we lose to a team who don't have any good players, well, another team lost to them too. It's just the NBA. Everybody. We don't even play the team that's not got their dominant players. There's a lot of other teams play them too. So it's just the way the NBA is right now. And once we get healthy and other teams get healthy, and you want to see people at their best. So you look at the Milwaukee Bucks. They don't even got Chris Middleton yet. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what you may think about Chris Middleton, he's an all-star NBA champion. He gonna make that team better. So and I think Mitch Robinson is not that guy. Prince Chu is not that guy. But for what they do for our team, like Mitchell Robinson, not better than these guys we talk about, but he's better for what we do with our team. You make whether you like Mitchell Robinson, don't Mitchell. Right, he's one of the best offensive rebounders in the game. And did we need his ass last night after all them bricks we was laying? What would Mitchell Robinson would have made a difference last night? Shot Powers, offense rebounding. You understand what I'm saying? His offense rebounding would have made a difference last night. Give us second chance opportunities, maybe some putbacks or whatever. So you missed them little things. It's the little things. It's not some of the things that we want him to be. G Money scoring 30 points. No, his offense rebounding, his doing it what Tesla did. You know what I mean? Along with the offense rebounding. And I think that's important. You know what I mean? For sure.
I think so. Again, I don't want to go with the what if because he wasn't there. There's too many variables that he could have played. I do believe if Mitch had played, I think it would have been a different game. I think it would have been a different game if Mitch had played because I think it would have helped us on the glass. I think it would have helped us with rim protection. And he could fly to the rim. So I think getting Mitch back would be huge, and Precious too, because Precious is a guy that's a good body, and occasionally he could nail the money ball. He could hit the three occasionally, Precious. So yeah, so we just got to get those guys back, and also, we just got to limit turnovers like we've been doing. If you're JB, you just gotta go back into what you were doing on that 4-game winning streak, rely on your teammates, use the mid-range shot, take the smart free ball. And if you're Cat, man, play like you're 7 feet, okay, man? You were doing that to start the season. Play like you're 7 feet. Don't camp at the perimeter shot. Bang your body in the low block and yin yang yo cats in the low block in the block, man. No, don't just jack up threes and jumpers. That's my thing. And if you're Bridges, man, I love MB. I know many people are hard on MB. I think Mikal Bridges will be fine. I think he'll be fine. It's going to take him some time, though. He has played well as of late. He just kind of was off last game. I think Bridges will get his feet just right under him. And OG's been awesome. OMG, he's been dynamite this year. So I think Bridges will be fine. I think the team will get their head. I think the team will be fine, though. They just got to just be more consistent. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I agree with you, man. Real quick, for us, a good thing about it, once we get off this trip, and I'll put it up right there quickly, y'all can see it, and then we talk about it on the other side. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But Shot Powers, if you look at our next couple of games coming up,
love home games.
We got Denver, and then we go to Dallas, and then we down here in Carolina with the Hornets. Then after that, we got the Pelicans at home, the Magic at home, the Hornets at home, the Pistons at home. Then we go up to see RJ and them. Then we go. We go to see Randall and them, and then we go to see the Pelicans. But then we come back, for a nice little another run at home. Raptors at home, Spurs at home, Christmas. I think that's when beyond. But yeah, we at Orlando, we be in Washington, so we be right around on the coast. So and the Jazz be coming in January 1st. That's gonna be a payback game. But not to get too far ahead of ourselves. We just can find a way to salvage a couple of wins on this West Coast trip. Like I said, 3-2 I was good with. 4-1 I'll be happy, but I said 3-2. Shot Powell, we can find a way to get that and stay over 500. Shot Powell will be okay.
Yeah, I mean that's the ticket right now. That is the ticket, and that's the big ticket for what we need to do because of the lack of the second unit right now, missing our guys. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. That's the one thing that I said that I heard from someone in Ron's chat. He had said something about first 20 games is about the time when Tom Thibodeau tries to figure out the team. The root of the evil is the middle 40 games. And that is so true because that is when you are biting for something or when you're trying to win something and when you're trying to look like a prospect for something. And that is exactly what I think the Knicks are trying to do. And I mean, we still haven't got Precious back. I wish we could have had Precious these last 16 games that we had him and all that stuff because it could have changed the starting lineup. Who knows if Precious would have been the power forward, put OG back down at the 3 position, move Bridges back to the 2 and have Brunson at the 1. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? That could have been something that we could have been looking at, all these hypotheticals. But with that being said, we don't have those guys right now. You know what I mean? So we have to, the way Tom Thibodeau, he's putting guys in that he's trust. And that is the bottom line. If you don't know Tom Thibodeau by now, Tom Thibodeau has that circle of trust, and if you are not in that circle of trust, he's not getting you. You're not going to get no minutes. He sees 2 times he puts you on the court, and you make 2 mistakes. Up here you go. Up, sure, get him, go get him. That's Tibbs right there. Go get him. So
Get him.
you know what I mean. I say this, man. We stay around, 10-10 by the 20 game mark. I wouldn't be upset. You know what I mean? I thought we could have been way better than what we were, but we're not dealing with a full deck. We don't have Shamuth. We don't have Precious. And now we haven't had Deuce for 5 games. You know what I mean? Now it would have made a little difference. It could have been a little easier if Precious and Shamuth was here, were healthy. You know what I mean? But if it's a 5th, there goes that soliloquy. I messed that up. But of what that could be, you know what I mean? And we make it to those 20 games, we see where we at. Hopefully we have Precious back. Hopefully we have some more idea when Sham is going to come back. We get Deuce back and we'll be on the roll. And then you're going to see a solid 9/10 man rotation. Solid.
Yep. You know what's important that everybody said, and we are right. We all right about the if thing, but if is important too, because I'll tell you why. Colin Sexton might not have had a game like that if Deuce and Bride played last night.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is real stuff here. This ain't no hyperbole.
If Precious played last night, right? Precious played last night, it would have made it a different game. It would have made it a different game because different caliber. The second unit would have kept control of what we were doing. The second unit was banging last night. That's the campaign and the Jericho Sims effect last night.
Yeah, and not only that, and not saying he would have stopped him, but see, you could have threw pressure to at marketing too because of the body. The size of the body. You could have threw him at John Collins too. If my man couldn't handle him, you could have threw pressure to at him.
Yep.
That's why it's important to make sure your team you got the bodies, that you can rely on. Because to be honest with you, I wish Tibbs would have threw Haka Purdy out there at them dudes. You know what I mean? Throw them out there if you think you're gonna need them to because Sims was playing.
I think Huck would have been better.
Yeah, because I think Sims played some of the best basketball I've seen him play last night. Believe it or not. People might not know it, but Jericho Sims played a hell of a game. And he was a plus 19. He was doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? But and another thing for me, ladies and gentlemen, to be honest with you, I think we talked about this at the beginning of the season. That because we want Mitchell Robinson back don't mean Mitchell Robinson's going to be a Knick. Like I told y'all at the beginning of the season, I don't think there'll be too many guys left from the old regime on this team. And guess what they were about to do? Trade Julius Randle, the last 2 guys of that old regime, for Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I mean? Because and when Mitchell Robinson come back, we need him. That don't mean he's gonna stay here. The Knicks, ain't nobody in that team right now guaranteed to stay. But it's a couple of guys. But it still was good to be having them back though. You know what I mean? We need these guys back. Well, because they are a body and they are good bodies. They might not be great bodies, but they're good at what we do. Like Tom Thibodeau, Mitchell Robinson fits the Tom Thibodeau system. Whether he good or not, he fits the Tom Thibodeau system. Because it's not about individual players sometimes, it's about the system. What system they running. Mitchell Robinson plays in that system like Joakim Noah used to do back in the Chicago days. He plays in the New York Knicks system like Tyson Chandler used to do for us. So that's why he's important. You know what I mean? The rebounding and the shot blocking and all that stuff. So I would love to get all that back. And when they get back, let's see how it goes, man. We need these guys, man. We really do, man, because them other guys, man, they not that they're gonna be good, but they not there yet. You know what I mean? And but you still, if you need a body, throw them out there. But I think Tibbs is concerned that if you throw them out there, they might affect the game in another way where they might be giving up too much stuff. They might not be used to playing these guys on a regular. If this was 2 years ago, Sean Powers, I would say throw Haka Purdy and them out there every chance you get. But because of the way the team is built right now, what we try to get to and try to go to, I understand why Tibbs is not doing it. But I think, he probably need to, if you're not going to have the other body for a while, I think you got to try to find a way to maybe let Haka Purdy slide to the power forward spot. Just to be out there, shot blocking, and hustle, and do this. Take a chance on him by backing up Anunoby. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And obviously let Daddy get that 3 spot, backup 3 spot until you get your boys back. And I think if we do that, we'll be okay. But it is what it is. We don't call the shot. We just analyze them and break down. We can't tell you what Tibbs and them thinking. They might see shit we don't even see. We can talk about what they might see when we look at them in the game, but Tibbs don't want to know what they do every day.
Whole different story in the background.
Or in the background now, so. But he gives an opportunity. Like I said, he give an opportunity when it knocks. Like a Tyler Kolek got some good minutes the other day, cheap money. And he gave Daddy to come in and help relieve some of the guys because we didn't have enough bodies. But that's the sacrifice you got to make when you got injuries. Right. You ask a guy to come in here in their first year in the NBA who don't know nothing about this league right now. They still boys. This is no boys allowed league. And you ask them to go out there and be guys who've been in this league for so many years. It's not that easy. You know what I mean? So we just got to chuck it up, and that's the way it is right now until we get some veterans back, some experienced guys back.
Agreed. Here's the thing why I don't understand Tibbs' rotations. Here's why I don't understand. Like you said, Huck is an athletic dynamo. He can jacket change shots in the paint, and he's an energizer bunny. And also Tyler Kolek, the dude can stroke the atomic bomb, can hit the free ball, and he's confident. I don't understand. Look, Tibbs has done a great job changing up minutes contenders. At the same time, Tibbs, I don't need to understand and agree that you have a solid bench. Not a great, I'm saying solid. Use Tyler Moore. Use Huck Porter. Use even Dadiet. Use them and see what happens, though, because they would give you energy. I just don't understand Tibbs' rotation, so I get it. You got to play your vets a lot because you're riding down your vets. At the same time, you got to trust your guys, man. I just don't understand Tibbs' rotation sometimes. You have to trust your guys. If Tyler Kolek makes a mistake, it happens. He's young. Same for Huck Porter, same for Daddy. They're young. They're going to make mistakes. Let them grow. Let the dish marinate. Trust your guys, man.
Yep. I think like Chop Powell probably hit the nail on the head because I do agree with him. And every year when Tibbs get to that 20-game mark, see, because you do got to have time to fill these guys out. You know what I mean? You can't, especially this team we have right now, they're all brand new. Only ones played together last year in that starting lineup is Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson. And nobody came here for a spurt and got injured. So, he got a whole new roster there, 5 guys in the starting lineup who different, and things like that. So I do understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the chemistry there. Because if we don't get that continuity there, we're going to be saying, trade Mikal Bridges, trade this dude, trade that dude, because they haven't had enough chance to get together and really get the cohesion. But now they kind of getting there, and you can see when they do have that cohesion, how they get down. When the Knicks is on, they on. You know what I mean? And when they off, they off. You know what I mean? Last night they was off. But AP, real one thing, they won't be able to get DiVincenzo back to next year, AP, but I wouldn't be opposed to it, though. But they won't be able to get him back for another year. So, but we just got to keep building. Like I said, Rome wasn't built in one day. You know what I mean? It's an 82-game season, a long season. We just want to see this team improve. Just keep moving, keep correcting your errors and all that good stuff, and they'd be fine. When at the end of the season, the Knicks will be up there. That I'm not worried about. I think they got a good team, and I think they all out there on a mission too. So we'll see how it goes, man, and all that good stuff, man. But listen, we ain't gonna be here too long, man. We just want to get in and holler at you guys, on a recap of the game last night. Obviously, they didn't go our way, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't have enough firepower to get to where we need to go last night. But at the same time, we'll be all right. We want to be all right tomorrow. Let's hope that we cross T's and dot I's, play for 48 minutes, and let's hope Tibbs do stretch the rotation tomorrow. Let's see. You're gonna be in that mile high and that high altitude tomorrow. Let's see if he let them guys get short-winded, get them out of there and bring somebody in to do that. So, and Tibbs, I'm quite sure he'll do it, man. Tibbs is a professional coach, man. He's been here for this 2-time coach of the year, man. This cat been done. He done seen and heard more basketball than we can even think about. He done, I'm not worried about Tibbs. Tibbs, since we've been in New York, we've been this is the best we've been doing since we in the last so many years. The man been here 4 years. We've been to the playoffs 3 times. I ain't tripping off of Tibbs. Tibbs a good coach, man. Like I say, I know we want to see things. Yeah, we want to see things different, but at the same time, if Leon Rose and Dame Dolan that made mad, I ain't gonna sweat it. So, don't want to pay them big bucks to him, that $10 million, whatever the hell they gave him, and all that good stuff, man. But I don't think anybody. I think if anything that goes down the line, I think whatever the Knicks do, Shaw Powell, whatever they do, they're gonna do it to make the team better. Let's put it like that. Bottom line. If anybody get traded or anything leave or anything go, Knicks definitely gonna do it to make the team better. And that's no doubt about that. So, just hope that it don't even come to that. But I do got a feeling opportunity knocks, and you got 20 million, about 23 million worth of aspirants there, 24, 25. And if you need something to get done, you get it done. If not, like nostalgic say, get a minor trade, do a little minor thing to boost to the bench. But let's see until they get healthy. Let's not judge them, man, and all this stuff until they get back healthy. Chop Power. Once they get back healthy, we really can judge them and all this stuff.
Yeah, we'll have time to critique them and say all that stuff, especially when Precious come back, especially when we get Deuce back on the court, and especially when we get Mitchell Robinson back on court. The biggest thing about watching Mitchell Robinson right now is he's on the bench. He's traveling with the team. I mean, he's not too far from being back in rotation. I mean, he's doing sprints or whatever they do, and he's in the tape recorder rooms and sessions and all that stuff. I'm not tape recorder, videotape tape recorder, videotape, watching videos and all that stuff with the team and stuff like that. How they can perfect what they want to do and how they want to run these rotations and all this other stuff. So I'm happy to see that, because I mean it's soon to come. And I think in my opinion, I just believe with Deuce McBride back on the court and Precious Achiuwa back on the team, is going to give us a nice little boost. And then Tom Thibodeau just has to figure out if it's going to be Patty is going to play the rest of this season out. Is that small forward position, or is Sherman is going to be back by December, sometime in December? And that's the bottom line. You know what I mean? Those are the guys that we're looking for. I'm solid on Tom Thibodeau running a solid 10-man rotation where it's almost 32-18 splits and stuff like that. You know what I mean? With the starter unit and the second unit. I'm almost close to something like that, man. You give the starter unit bona fide offense in the first couple of quarter. You bring in the second unit to keep the defense down with our sharpshooters in there. Coming out of the half, you get the starters back in there, get it real ramped up. The second unit comes back in and clamps it down and puts the lock on everybody. Team scoring under 100 points, 103 points a game. Knicks scoring over 117 points a game. And once he gets that 10-man rotation back, I think that's what we're going to be watching. Those middle 40 games after these 20 games, of these first 20 or so games, at middle 40 games, right around the break and all that stuff, we'll see where we're really at.
Yep. Yeah, we almost through the first quarter of the season. Y'all know we do the first quarter review in about 3 or 4 games and all that stuff. Go ahead, J Money.
No, yeah, right. I'm saying one thing. Don't listen. One thing too. Don't listen to people who say, "Oh, trade Bridges." People who I meant people that say, "Oh, trade Bridges." I'm not listening to those type of garbage, man. I know MB's been up and down. Don't listen to garbage beliefs that we should trade Bridges. Let him marinate. All right, he'll be fine.
Yeah, they bought a hit for me.
Not to jump in, but listen, this is exactly what I say to G Money, because on average, if you're looking at the numbers wise, last year this guy was 38% from 3-point land. He was like 40-something% from the corner right side shot. His mid range is about 50%, and the field goal percentage. His free throw shooting was about 85%. Right now, his free throw shooting is about 60%. Right now, he's shooting about 33% from the 3-point land, and his midi is the only thing that's keeping him, wholeheartedly really looking good. He's still around 50% from there, but from the free throw line and from that corner right 3-point shot that he usually laces, he is off from those shots. So everybody and his defense, I've noticed what's wrong. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm no guru or nothing like that, but what I've seen from him and what the rest of the team does. Payne goes over the top of the pick. Hart goes over the top of the pick. Deuce goes over the top of the pick. Even Brunson goes over the top of the pick. What Mikal does is he gets caught in between the pick and his man and try to split the defense, and he loses track of his man. I've noticed that a couple of times. He's starting to get better. He's starting to go hard around that pick. Like last night, I texted you, Divine, last night when he went right around. This is the same thing we talked about prior to the show, going around that pick and picking up that charging foul. You know what I mean? Soon as he went around and caught the charging foul, that's what he needs to do. More aggressive around the pick over the top instead of splitting the defensive man, the the offensive man and the defensive man, instead of going between them or going around your man to try to pick him up on the other side. So he's starting to get it. And once he gets that, the guy's defense, he has a very good defense, man. He's just not in the system of Tom Thibodeau yet. Tom Thibodeau probably drills this stuff in his head, but when he gets out on the court, he think he's still in Brooklyn.
That's the fact. Yeah, AP said, anyone worried about Mikal Bridges? Me, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not at all. Nope. Mikal Bridges is skilled. Like, that brother's skilled. Listen, these cats didn't get to where they got to, and also they get to the Knicks, and we act like they ain't nothing. Mikal Bridges gets buckets. He can score. He good. He a good defender. He just on a new team in a new system,
right?
With new players, new people, and he's trying to figure it out. And sometimes some people longer than take the other person. It might take Mikal longer than it took Cat to figure it out. Or it might
OG last year.
Yeah. But make no mistake about it. He was that. Listen. When he was in Phoenix before they traded him for KD, he was having a standard years over there, man. The Cat is a good ball player, man. That's why they drafted him when they drafted him. That's why he's making the money he's making. And the next year, he's going to get his bag, too. You think Mikal Bridges ain't going to get his bag this year? Mikal Bridges
Mikal's going to be here forever. Yeah, he's going to be here. He's going to get a good contract. He's going to be here for a very long time, at least another 4 years at least.
Yeah. These cats locked it, and that's why they did what they did. They got a team they put together. That's why they went and got Cat for his contract. That's why they gave Brunson his money. That's why they gave Anunoby his money. That's why they're going to gave Josh Hart his money. That's why they're going to give Mikal his money. They're going to run these guys, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 4 years to see what happens. Or every year having the opportunity to run them for the next 4 years. Anybody still traded. But they put a team together like Boston Celtics did. We want a nucleus that's going to be able to play and get the continuity, get the chemistry, get the system down, and know each other every year they come into training camp. Watch this team next year when they come into training camp. It's going to be better than this year. They're going to come into training camp knowing how to play with each other, up and down 100%. So this team will be even better next year because they're going to have the continuity now. Like Cat's going to be comfortable going into training camp next year. Mikal going to be comfortable because they know this. They know the system now. Mikal Bridges is playing in a different system, and over in New York and Brooklyn, a total different system and a total different team. Now he in a system that he got to learn. But so he had one bad game this game, but I don't think that defined the last 4 games he had. That he was cooking. The last 4 games he was cooking. So Walker Kessler had everybody looking like crazy yesterday. You know what I mean? And not only Mikal Bridges, the whole Knicks team looked like crap yesterday from the standpoint. It wasn't only Mikal Bridges, other than Anunoby. Anunoby, he was doing the damn thing. But everybody has nice like that, man. I love the squad, man. They got a nice side there. They got tall wings here. And I just think it matter of time to get a couple more bodies. Get a couple more bodies to relieve some of these guys. And if Cat get in foul trouble for a minute, or Brunson get in foul trouble, they got some guys who bona fide NBA players who can come right in, which we got Campaign and Deuce and Bride and all these guys. So we got just to hope get some bodies, man. That's all. Because I do think having the right guys in there makes a difference. Shot Powell and G Money. If you got the right guys in there, it makes a difference. But listen, I keep for the Knicks. They lost the game. They got their ass whipped. You know me, I keep up. They got their butts whipped last night. And the reason why they got their butts whipped because they couldn't shoot the ball. And shoot bad shooting. Right. 39 from the field. That wasn't even counting 33 from the field goal. I mean, the 3-point line.
We built a breakout for the median last night. We built a breakout for the. We built a breakout. I apologize, Divine. I apologize. We built a breakout for the elderly last night.
Yeah, we did. We built a senior center last night, brother. Real talk. But what, Shot Powell, another thing too. Because I think if our offense would have been at least somewhat decent, they wouldn't have given up 121 points.
No.
The offense was a little more decent last night. You wouldn't have gave up 121 points because the Knicks wasn't playing bad defense. They just didn't have no offense to make that other team have to change their game plan a little bit or adjust how they play basketball. Being that we wasn't scoring the ball, they didn't have to adjust the way they play basketball until we went on a run. When we went on a run, they had to adjust. But we didn't give them no reason to be like, damn, we got to call timeout, make adjustments. In the first quarter, they did a couple of times, but after that, like I said, we went on a mini run. We got it to 2. If I take anything away from last night that I'm happy about was that we always fighting. And Jalen Brunson always said that in the interview. No matter what we do, we keep fighting. And they kept fighting. They got that shit to 2. I'm like, the Knicks about to make a run. But they got stuck back in the quicksand.
I honestly thought when we started, I thought we were going to win.
No, go ahead, G.
But when New York pulled within 2, I thought New York was going to snatch that game. I literally did. We run a 17-0 run after being down 19. When the Knicks sliced and diced the lead to a couple of points, I thought we were going to pull a rabbit I had and pulled out the W. And man, like you said, we were stuck in the Bermuda Triangle again after that. Yeah.
Yeah, real talk. But yeah, man, everything is good, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna get out here because we be right back in the mall. Y'all see us, we gonna try to keep this posting thing going. Pregame, postgame, we keep it moving. G Money, thank you for coming in. Jay Chodas, thank you for coming in. First and foremost, thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Kat, for coming in, man.
You're welcome. And I have a new number, by the way.
I got you, my man. I'll make sure I get at it. And the panel's always open G Money this year. So at 30 minutes after the pregame show, after 30 minutes, we get through the itinerary, get through what's on tap. We open up the panel that you guys come in here, man, and speed all that supreme, that good knowledge you guys got. So we definitely appreciate you coming in, man. So give me a last word, G Money, before we get out of here.
Thank you.
Yep, give me your last word.
My last word is happy Sunday. It's nice coming back. My final thoughts, one, please smash the crush the likes for Knicks Real Talk. I love you guys. I love and appreciate your hard work, your dedication. And also, please smash and crush the likes, everyone. It was a tough loss in Utah. At the same time, hey, we're still 9-7. We're still above 500. We just got to turn the page and deep fry the Nuggets at the Mile High. So, hey, it is what it is. Enjoy your Sunday. May God bless you, keep you safe, and, dress warmly, stay safe, and, don't do anything cuckoo crazy.
Real talk, 100%. Sharp powers.
Salute to you, G Money, for coming in. Divine, you already know, my brother. Salute to family in the chat. We'll be talking some more tomorrow. I ain't got much to end up with. We'll be on. What time is the game tomorrow, Divine?
Right now we are looking at
9.
We'll be on at 7:45 tomorrow.
So 7:45. Hit that note. Try to log into that notification. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come add on and listen to us spit this knowledge that we got, you know what I mean? And it's all about Knicks basketball. That's all it is. The good, bad, and the ugly, the peace and the valley is what we talk about every time we get on this thing. We try not to spit no hyperbole. We just try to shoot from the hip and see if it stick, you know what I mean? So that's a bar right there, Divine. That's a bar. So, with that being said, thank you. See y'all guys tomorrow. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it.
Yeah, only got one thing to say before we leave, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good.
Sorry.
Like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Yo, we out, man, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. Y'all have a good night. We see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Pull up in the black Silverado. Stop and get some petrol to hit the metro at full throttle. Now we in the Mecca bottle, like about a 30-second intersection. Look across the intersection where the bomb we surround flexing. In the city, we post up at sticky note. You can smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. It's KRT, folks, and we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Knicks about to open up a candle of bath. The burner cooking with gas. Big cat alley digging through the tape track. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash to make a splash. But the food moving too slow before the pregame show. So here what's on tap. With the starting 5 on the entry for a key matchup with a slew of facts. Go salute to the fam in the chat. When the rack with your man up, the brand in front of the camera is a picture. Caption snap back to with the cats. We Knicks dripping. This Real Talk, we from the description. It's the OG, older than Ananobi, who colder than me and my man Brody. Showing Adobe on the low, we be on your 5 TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip.